All right, yesterday we learned the third of the teachings of Hillel. There's going to be more actually of Hillel. And this is right before the second temple is destroyed. And now we have Shamai. Hillel and Shamai, they were partners. They argued with each other, but they were partners in the leading of the Jewish people. Hillel was the Nasi, and Shammai was the Av Beis Din. In any case, Shammai says, make your Torah set. Say little and do much. And receive everyone you meet should be with a pleasant and a happy countenance. Be pleasant to everybody. So in other words, you personally make your Torah learning, that should be the main thing in your life. Not making money, not your family, not your future, your past, anything. Torah should be your main thing. We'll see what the other explanations say. Main thing is learning Torah, and other things also you should also do. But if the Torah is your foundation, then all the other things fall in place. But don't think learning is the main thing. Main thing is action. You should speak little and do a lot. And finally, receive everyone with a pleasant countenance. Let's see the explanations of this. Here we have, let's take the Rambam, Rabbi Moses ben Maimon. Omer, he's saying, also Talmud Torah, Hashorish ve'ikar, that you should make learning Torah the root and the foundation of everything else that you do. And Imshachim after it, and everything else should come as a result of your Torah learning. Right? That they should be arranged around your Torah learning. Not that Torah learning should be arranged around. The im nizdamen, and if you make money, very good. Im lo nizdamen. The in nezek be have sorrow. You won't get any damage from that you close yourself off from business, whatever, and learn Torah. In other words, you have to be open to, you have to have a store, you have to do business, but it's not that you should be crazy about your business. Somebody opens up a store next to you, eat your heart out because of, competition. But Omar, he says, Tzadikim, he said, and Shammai saying, Tzadikim, Jews, said, I'm sorry, righteous Jews, only miat, they say little, but osim harbe. Not just the righteous Jews, righteous everybody. They do their action. In English, they say action speaks louder than words. Like Abraham. Abraham, it said, shiur b'pat lechem achad ve'hevi chema v'chalav. He said, I'll bring some bread. And in fact, he brought also butter and milk, and he brought meat. How could be milk and meat? And we'll talk about that. Shloshim kemach tzolin. He brought the best type of bread. That's what Abraham did. He said little and he did much. Rishoyim, but people who are selfish, they talk a lot, but they don't do even a little bit. Like the story with Ephron, the Ephron Achiti, that he sold land. He wanted to sell the burial place to Abraham so that he could bury his wife. So he talked a lot. He said, "Oh, I'll give it for free, no problem. We're good friends." And finally, in the end, he didn't leave Abraham with anything. He cleaned them out totally. That's number one, learn Torah. Number two, your actions should be more than your talking. You should do more good instead of talking about good. Number three is receive everyone with a pleasant countenance. Who sheyisa v'yiten in a brios benachas, that when you're dealing with people, it should be in a calm way, in a pleasant way, in a way that pleases others, and that you make a positive impression on people. Let's see what Rabbi Bartanura says. Okay, basically the same thing. When you learn Torah, your Torah should be the main thing that you occupy yourself in, and that should be your main interest in life. You should speak little, but say a lot. And when you do bring in, here he says a little bit differently, when you bring guests into your house, don't just give them bread or whatever, and with a negative face. So these guys are just gonna, what do I have to spend money for these strangers for? Don't do that. That everyone who gives to others, but in a negative look, on a sour look on his face, it's as though he didn't give anything. There's three things that Shammai says, according to three good qualities that the prophet Yirmiyahu said. A chacham, gibor, v'osher. You have to be ashir. You have to be wise, powerful, and rich. Wise, he said, make your Torah set. Rich person, he said, don't say much, do a lot. And a powerful person, he said, make everybody, receive everyone with a pleasant countenance. How does that show that he's strong? Because he conquers his own negativity and in his own, stingy heart. He makes a war against it. That's what it says. Who is a strong person? A person that's able to conquer himself. Have a good day with Mashiach. Now, see you tomorrow at 8:15 in the morning.